Hello, I am Amber. I'm at the metalsmithing studio this wild Friday night. And I wanted to do a live so it could just be a little more off the cuff and I wouldn't have to overthink it, but I need 44 more subscribers, so hook a girl up if you're interested. So today on this wild Friday night, I am in the jewelry studio, making the most, honing my craft, and returning to myself, truly. I know in our culture, we are hustle, hustle, go, go, and we don't take time for ourselves. Like, they don't want us to take time for ourselves, that's for sure, and so it's not the norm. But let this be your sign that if you don't prioritize you, and your needs and your wants, you're not gonna have a happy life. Like, it's that simple. And like, yeah, we think that makes sense, but we get so caught up in the comfortability and the things we think we should do or should want. For example, white picket fence and 2 babies, or start a career just because you think it's going to give you money and you feel the pressure to need to have your life together for that external validation. I get it all. Don't worry. And it's very normal. I've done the same thing. Failing forward is really all that matters. You just don't want to stay complacent or stuck. That is my biggest fear in life, truly, is complacency. So yeah, we're meant to grow and evolve. And what I wanted to chat about today was the in-between, the liminal space between where you are and where you want to be. And it's poignant for me right now because I'm in Denver, Colorado for the next 6 weeks. And then I'm moving again to a different state. I've been in Michigan for 32 years. Then I moved out here and everything changed, got a lot harder. I learned a lot about myself. Truly, what do they call it? Character development here. And it was good. And being in a space I didn't love made me realize exactly what I needed and what I wanted. So that was a gift. And I truly feel that my silver thread, my red thread theory, is the jewelry making, learning this skill and being able to take this with me because it connects so deeply to who I am and what I love. So I guess, yeah, even though this year technically could be called a failure, it's not at all. There's a lot of gold or brass that came out of it, if you will. I have been working on this craft for about a month. Granted, I had some jewelry experience through a lifetime, but I just finished up this ring. It's got sterling silver, brass, scalloped, and now I am setting these gorgeous turquoise, oh my God, and sterling silver so they can be pretty little earrings. I think they'll really pop. So anyway, just cutting the bezel wire to fit exactly, and then we'll go over and solder it, and then sand it, set it on a silver plate, and mosey. I think soldering, the solder gun's honestly the most fun, unique part of it all. And in case you don't know, the price of sterling silver is astronomical. My last haul, I spent $141 with, got a few stones, but that to say, quality over quantity, and let this be a reminder to self that I am making for the joy of making for myself, for my expression, for my wardrobe, and not to sell. Because I fall into that trap far too often, right? In a culture where we are bred to value productivity and doing and action, and that rest is really not permitted. This is an act of rebellion, and this is the good life. This is the secret sauce they're not telling you about. And I don't know about you, I think it's the digital age we live in, but I don't have great patience. The good stuff takes time to marinate and sit and unfold. That's something I've learned. And sitting through it and the uncomfortable in between is all you can do. So you might as well do something with that time that you love, right? Like, it's easy to dwell and be sad and existential, believe me. I will tell you the only things that have helped me are reaching out to people I love, talking, and crafting. There's something about the flow state you get in where everything just disappears and you can come back to yourself and you don't think about the problems anymore. And I notice this a lot in painting and also when I'm focused on learning a new skill. it's really, really important that we prioritize this. Tough moments. Doing these crafts and these slow down activities are insanely valuable because there's something about the movement across the bilateral line of the body that is increased
life joy, longevity, brain health. Don't quote
me on that stat. I don't actually know, but it is really good for your cognitive function, and I believe it. My grandmother crocheted until she was 90. I really should have been an art therapist, and instead I am here just sharing my learnings with you on the internet. And also, something people don't tell you is that if you want a happy life, you have to intentionally choose it. It's not just gonna happen. You truly have to decide what makes you happy and reprioritize according to that. That's why I'm drawn to long form content like this, where we can hang out, maybe body double, you do some chores, clean your car, wash the dog, and you can learn about metalsmithing. We can talk about life because it's not easy, it's tricky to navigate. And I know how lonely it can feel, especially when you're having a bad day or year. I think I'm gonna leave the convo here, but just let me know if any of this resonated with you, what exactly, and what's on your heart, you know? We're just humans doing this human thing together, and you are never alone. So I will hang out with you next time. Okay, bye. The peace sign's so like dated. I need to come out with a better outro.